I was one of those kids who was always saying, but that's not fair. It's not fair. And I still have that in me, you know, it's not fair, it's not right. The fact that really basic things just aren't available that can save people's lives just doesn't seem fair. Hi, I'm Kathy. My project is a cervical cancer screening project, and it's in India. I remember as a child, my father telling stories about a doctor who he trained under, a Dr. Papanicolaou, and he is actually the man who invented the pap smear. And I remember him telling me that literally this man had saved hundreds of thousands of women's lives through a relatively simple test. I think I was impressed when I was young by the fact that this man had cared enough about women's health to do something about this cancer. That leads me to feel really strongly about the work that we're doing in India, because these women, like women in this country, maybe 100 years ago, maybe more, don't have access to so many types of care, so many types of treatment that we take for granted. The project is in a very large state. We have a team that's trained, and they're working with local doctors who've been wonderful. But what we're doing is we are not using a pap smear because it's not practical in a place where people are living on $1 a day or less. But what is practical is what we're doing, which is very cheap, and basically we use table vinegar to do the screening. It's a recognized method to screen for cervical cancer. In fact, some people think it may actually be better than a pap smear. The beauty of it is if they detect these very early signs of cancer, they can treat the woman right there. So you can screen for the disease and you can treat it if you need to in the same visit, and that's it. The woman is done. Because Maverick is working with PSI, we're able to get the expertise, both medical and the cultural expertise we need to do a program like this. It would be insane for me to airdrop into India and try to do something like this. It's been great for me because I've learned so much from the people who are working in India, and many of them, particularly the women obstetrician gynecologists, are truly heroic people who are working so hard and who believe in this so passionately. It's humbling. Women in India, and actually everywhere in the world, should not have to die from cervical cancer. And I would enlarge that even more. There are other diseases that we know how to cure. It doesn't cost very much money. I think if everyone who could tried a little bit, I think we could deal with a lot of these issues of justice and disparity.